hope you're doing so well today. My goal for this video is to just discuss what's happened from newborn stage up until 3 months. Our baby girl is almost 3 months now. I cannot believe how fast the time has flown. There's some things that have changed in our daily life since a newborn, and there's also some things that have stayed the same. So the first thing I want to discuss, in which I will also show clips later on in the video, is sleeping. So she did sleep in bed with us for about the first month, and she slept right in between my husband and I in a Snuggle Me organic lounger. And you'll see like the time frame, you know, when we transitioned her to the bassinet and all of that. Okay, so as a newborn, baby girl slept in this Snuggle Me organic lounger right in between my husband and I in bed. She slept in it from newborn to about a month old, and I knew I was ready to transition her out of it because she was getting too big for it. She was actually kicking herself out of it, and I'm like, no, you cannot sleep in bed with us anymore. You know, it was past my comfort level at that point. So we transitioned her from our bed in the Snuggle Me to this bassinet. And the transition was pretty easy, I would say. Really, only the first 2 nights she was kind of fussy because she was getting used to her new environment. Another thing is nap time. Since she was outgrown from the Snuggle Me, we did transition nap time. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, baby girl has outgrown her Snuggle Me organic lounger, so she is no longer taking naps in it anymore. Around month 2, we began implementing nap time right in her crib, which I feel great about because we have the Newton mattress, which is 100% breathable. In the event that she might roll over, she will not suffocate because she can breathe right through the mattress. We also have the infant optics monitor right here, so we know that she is safe and secure. Another key thing is baths. So we didn't bathe her for the first about 2 weeks of her life. I didn't see a need to. And also now we're only bathing her 1 to 2 times per week. I do mention in my baby acne video that I don't want to over bathe her skin. I don't find it necessary. She's not getting dirty in any manner. So I think twice a week right now is a good amount. Diapers. So we had bought diapers all the way up to stage 4. So we have diapers for quite a long time. We have outgrown the newborn stage, and we purchased and used about 450 newborn diapers, and that lasted for about a month. We were probably using like 10 to 12 newborn diapers a day for the first month of her life. And then, so we're still in the size 1 diaper right now, and we started the size 1 at 1 month old. She outgrew her newborn clothes within, I would say, a month-ish to a month and a half. So she was 6 pounds and 14 ounces, so she was kind of on the smaller side for a baby. So she had some room to grow into those newborn clothes. Because I remember her coming home, like she actually was pretty small in her newborn clothes, and I thought they would just fit her, and they didn't. They were too big on her. So yeah, she grew out of her newborn clothes between a month and a half. And then she transitioned from newborn to 0 to 3 months. And now that she's 3 months old, she's outgrown the 0 to 3 months and is into 3 months plus. So it's either 3 months or 3 to 6 months she's wearing right now. Drooling. So she began drooling around month 2. I don't know if she's starting to teeth or whatnot, because she's also gnawing on her hand for the past 2 weeks. And the drooling has increased more as well, so it could be the early stages of teething. I don't think she's going to cut teeth anytime soon, but there's definitely some maybe discomfort in there as well. Another thing is baby girl. She's just a happy baby, and she began smiling right away as soon as she was born. Now, I don't think it was a social smile, but I don't know, she just seemed happy a lot, and we always caught her smiling. But since I would say a month and a half old, she began her social smile. So she would see my face or my husband's face, and she would just light up with a smile, and it's just the cutest thing. And that brings me into laughing. So a couple weeks ago, she started doing you could tell she wanted to laugh, but wasn't getting to that belly laugh stage yet. And just a few days ago, she got to the belly laugh, and we were I started to cry. I looked at my husband, and I'm like, oh my God, she just laughed. and I'm starting to tear up now. It was just like the cutest thing, and just like moments like that, like you just hold on to and you savor, and it's just a milestone for a little one. So she began laughing right before 3 months old. Ready? Rolling over. So my husband and I worked on this a lot with her since she was a newborn. So she started tummy time probably around like, I don't know, her like 3rd day of life. And I have a video on her rolling over too, and how to get your baby to roll over if you want to go check that out. But we would do a lot of tummy time with her to try to like get her muscles in her forearms and her upper body and head to just strengthen. So tummy time was a huge thing we did with her. And we also used the boppy as like tummy time to like support her and just gain that upper body strength. And so she began rolling over pretty early. She rolled over at 2 months, and she's still continuing to roll over. So it wasn't just like a one-time thing and done. Like she's rolled over ever since then. For playtime, so playtime really wasn't a thing when she was a newborn because, you know, she couldn't really grab any toys. She couldn't really track anything. Newborns can only see about 12 inches in front of their face. So really, they can only see you if you're in front of their face. The only thing we did was tummy time with her when she was a newborn. And tummy time, obviously we're still doing it, but we started that like a few days after she was born, and then we probably went into giving her like little like toys and her play gym at like a month old. So we would put her on her back and we would use the play gym for her to look up at, and begin like tracking toys and listening to the different sounds that the toys were making. We also use objects for her to like track. I think she began like tracking around like a month and a half, 2 months. Like my husband would be holding her and I'd walk by and she would track me, or we'd hold a toy and have her track it, and she's just done a really good job doing that too. So that was about a month and a half, 2 months old, she began tracking. Just recently, in the past 2 weeks, so I would say around like 2.5 months, she's beginning to grasp toys. So she'll grasp like her little teether, or she'll grasp like a rattle. She grasps my hair, and that hurts, let me tell you, because she will grasp it really hard and hold on. My shirt, anything she is like in front of her, she grasps onto. Another thing is she's batting at toys now. So if I lay on her back and have her toy gym over her, she's starting to bat at them, and that's just another development milestone. Babies hit around 3 months. Oh, one more thing we also do. So we've always put her in front of the mirror since she was like, I don't know, a month old. And like at a month old, she didn't really like realize, hey, like I'm looking at like you or like myself, mom or dad. But now, like when we put her in front of the mirror, she like stares at herself and she starts to like giggle and laugh. And I don't know if she like necessarily knows that she's looking at herself, but I mean, it's just cute to see that like she likes what she's looking at. And then she'll look at us in the mirror and knows like it's mom and dad. So that's really sweet too. Also, like her auditory skills are developing. I talk to her like across from the room and she'll like turn towards my way. Another thing is feeding. So when she was a newborn, she was feeding every like hour and a half to 2 hours. And at night it was every like 2 to 3 hours. And now that she's almost 3 months, she's feeding every like, I would say 2 to 4 hours during the day. And then at night, sometimes she gives us like between 7 and 9 hour stretches where she's just sleeping and we don't have to feed her. She'll feed at like 8:30 and then wake up at like 3:30. And then I'll feed her and then she'll sleep for another like 3 or 4 hours and wake up like around, I don't know, 7:30, 8 some mornings. So that's just one example. So that's just another form of growth too, because as a newborn, she was feeding all the time, even like during the night. And now it's just completely different where we're not waking up as much, we're getting longer stretches of sleep, and it's so great. All right guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just wanted to give you like a little snapshot of like what our life has been like in the first 3 months of having a baby. We're first time parents and we're just learning everything, and we're just soaking up like every second with her. And trust me, you're gonna see more and more videos often. Probably like my goal is to do like at least like a video or 2 a week, just on like baby or lifestyle, anything like that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Baby girl's starting to cry, and this is just reality. This is what goes on. You have to stop what you're doing, and I have to go tend to her. But I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know in the comments that you subscribe to us, and also follow me on Instagram. Thanks guys.